Welcome to this explainer. We're diving straight into the surprisingly fascinating world of pool chemistry today, transforming you from a guesser into a water balancing master. For a lot of people, taking care of a pool feels like some sort of dark art, but we're going to show you that it's actually an exact, predictable science. Let's get right into it.
Now, if you've ever stood there staring blankly at a wall of pool chemicals feeling completely overwhelmed by all the jargon and, let's be honest, the prices, you are absolutely not alone. Maybe you've dumped a bunch of really expensive shock into your water only to wake up and find it still murky green. Or maybe your swimmers are constantly complaining about burning eyes. Well, today, we fix that for good.
Here's how we're going to build your knowledge today using a pyramid of mastery. We'll start with the foundation of balance, move on to testing your pool water, then calculating the exact dose, making chemical adjustments, and finally, we'll cap the whole thing off with the saturation index.
Starting at the bottom of the pyramid, Section 1, the foundation of balance.
So, let's start with the absolute bedrock. The most crucial relationship in your entire pool is the delicate dance between your pH levels and your total alkalinity. Think of total alkalinity as the ultimate bodyguard. Its whole job is to absorb acids and bases before they can swing your pH wildly out of control. If your alkalinity is too low, any chemical you add will just exponentially spike or crash your pH. It creates this incredibly frustrating phenomenon called pH bounce. Without your bodyguard, the water actually turns aggressive. We're talking corroded ladders, pitted pool liners, itchy skin, the whole shebang. But on the flip side, if it's too high, you're looking at nasty scale buildup and cloudy water. Basically, fix the buffer first, and everything else just falls into line.
To achieve true balance, you've got to hit precise target ranges. We want that pH sitting nicely between 7.2 and 7.8. Total alkalinity needs to be strictly between 80 and 120 parts per million. Calcium hardness should be right in that 180 to 250 zone, and your free chlorine should be hovering right around 2.0 to 4.0 ppm. Keeping things tightly within these ranges ensures your expensive chlorine actually works efficiently to kill bacteria and, crucially, keeps everyone's eyes from burning.
All right, moving to Section 2, testing your pool water. Because obviously, before we can fix anything, we need to know exactly what we're dealing with, right? And the real secret here is precision. Sure, test strips are okay for a quick glance, but a liquid drop test kit, that's what you actually need to do this right. Best practices tell us we should be testing pH and free chlorine daily, or at least very regularly based on how many people are swimming. And you'll want to check that total alkalinity weekly. You just grab a water sample from elbow deep, make sure you're away from the return jets, add your reagent drops, and you get a beautifully precise parts per million reading. It's the absolute best way to catch imbalances before they become huge problems.
Which brings us to Section 3, calculating the exact dose. Once you've got those highly accurate readings, we can completely ditch the guesswork and step right into precise math. Now, the key thing to remember here is that almost all standard pool chemical calculations, the apps, the cheat sheets, they are all anchored to a baseline volume of exactly 10,000 gallons of water. If you don't know your pool's exact volume, grab a tape measure, check your dimensions, and use an online pool volume calculator immediately. Literally, everything we do from here on out relies on knowing how your specific pool compares to that 10,000-gallon baseline.
Check this out. Resources like this dosage chart prove you absolutely do not need a degree in chemistry to figure this out. They lay out exactly how many ounces or pounds of a specific chemical you need to adjust 10,000 gallons of water. It's literally right there. No more just dumping half a jug of chemicals in and crossing your fingers. Let's break down how this actually works in practice. Say you want to raise your alkalinity by 10 parts per million in a 10,000-gallon pool. You literally just need 1.5 pounds of sodium bicarbonate. And hey, here is a fantastic insider secret. Sodium bicarbonate is just plain old baking soda. You really don't need to buy that ridiculously expensive alkalinity up bucket from the pool store. Pure baking soda from the grocery store does the exact same job for a fraction of the cost. To lower your pH by 0.2, you just need 12 fluid ounces of muriatic acid. And to bump up your free chlorine by 1 ppm, just 13 fluid ounces of sodium hypochlorite, which, spoiler alert, is essentially just standard liquid bleach. Now, if your pool isn't exactly 10,000 gallons, don't worry. Professional dosage charts let you easily cross-reference your specific pool volume on one axis with the exact drop or increase you're trying to achieve on the other. It spells out the exact measurement required for your unique setup. It's practically foolproof.
Okay, Section 4, making chemical adjustments.
We've got the math dialed in, so let's look at how to actually get these chemicals into the water safely. Following the right steps is vital. First, you test. Second, you measure exactly. And third, you broadcast. What does broadcasting mean? It means gently sprinkling the powder, like your baking soda, in wide sweeping arcs across the surface of the pool. Keep the bucket close to the water so the powder doesn't blow away in the wind. You never ever want to just dump it all in one spot, because that'll give you instant cloudy water. After broadcasting, step 4 is just letting the pump run for 6 to 12 hours so it disperses evenly through your filtration system. And listen, if you only remember one single thing from this entire explainer, make it this: sneak up on the water chemistry value. This is the absolute golden rule of pool maintenance. You want to add just a third of your calculated dose, let it mix, and then retest. Why? Because it is infinitely easier to work your way up slowly than to accidentally overshoot the mark. Trust me, if you dump in too much baking soda and accidentally shoot your alkalinity up to 150, you are going to have to handle hazardous muriatic acid just to bring it back down. Save yourself the headache. Sneak up on it.
All right, the top of the pyramid, section 5, the saturation index.
This is the ultimate weapon of true pool care mastery. But why does the saturation index even matter? Well, because it's the definitive diagnostic tool that tells you exactly what your water is actively doing to your pool's infrastructure. If your water is corrosive, it's literally dissolving the calcium right out of your plaster linings and eating away at your expensive metal parts. Not good. But if your water is scaling, it's choking your plumbing, your filters, and your valves with these stubborn, rock-hard calcium deposits. Both scenarios, yeah, incredibly expensive problems. But we can predict this. By taking your exact water temperature, your calcium hardness, and your total alkalinity test readings, you can assign them specific mathematical factor numbers using these precise charts. So, for example, if your water is 76 degrees, you get a temperature factor of 0.6. If your calcium hardness is at 200, you get a factor of 1.9. It's just matching numbers on a chart.
Then, you just plug those factors into this formula. You take your pH level, add the temperature factor, add the calcium factor, add the alkalinity factor, and finally, subtract 12.1. That's it. If your result lands between -0.5 and +0.5, boom, your water is perfectly neutral, beautifully balanced, and safe. If it's above 0.5, you're scaling. If it's below -0.5, you're corrosive. This one simple equation literally gives you complete visibility into the hidden health of your pool's water.
So now that you hold the exact mathematical formulas for perfect water, what's stopping you from mastering your pool today? With these tools, the dosage charts, a solid grasp of your 10,000-gallon baseline, and the absolute golden rule of slowly sneaking up on your chemistry, you are officially equipped to take total control. No more guessing games, no more wasting money on unnecessary chemicals. The only question left to ask yourself is, just how crystal clear will your water be tomorrow, and what other invisible chemical battles might be happening in your backyard right now without you even knowing?